not talking to you. I guess that means you can hear me.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles.
Oh, great. Well, good thing we hadn't done anything yet. Hate this game. Let's try it again.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. This is Travion Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
We're good. We're good.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
20. 5. Go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Tell.
Goff on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. First and 10. Love. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that route. Here's Johnson. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
What the hell?
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I don't know what just happened. I didn't press anything.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. He's coming.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On first down, Henderson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. Darrell Henderson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Johnson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Kenny Young coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the
knocked over the. Come on, pick that up.
They don't last very long unless you continue
to push the
envelope on offense.
Box. I don't know how you did it.
Keanu,
was that you? Did you hit the cord?
Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ric Flair. Hey, Charlie.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. 35. And his
That's
crew
so
will
corny.
take
He was
over
wide
the
open.
football at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Mike 50, Mike 50. Squeeze, double up. Hey, check.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On second down, it's Johnson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Love. Now he'll escape to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
This is taken at the 15. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They begin the drive with Williams. Powerful running. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy. First down. I was going to let this touchdown Rams. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. They were looking for Johnson that time. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
From the 50, it's gone. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
What the fuck?
He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Love. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Love. And that is incomplete.
I'm not passing the ball.
With the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 15, check 15. Motion. Hey, check motion.
The final shot before break here. Goff fighting him off. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing on first down. Love. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Go.
On 3rd down, Love. Now he's forced out left. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
56 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defense.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle, got the 6th though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. Travion Williams, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now it's the backup Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
From the 35 on second down, Goff. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On first down, it's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on second down. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington at Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, check Mike Padula. Tiger.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
From the end zone, gone. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it cost him. Nowhere to escape. 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is.
Timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 52. Greystone, travel. Ready, happen.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
180. 65. 65. 53. Ready.
On first down, Stafford here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.